Christ is risen. Indeed, he is risen. Very good. We're still saying that yet. We're talking about this phenomenon of many Protestants and even a number of Catholics, a good number of them, especially mostly men, not all, but men, mostly, converting to Orthodoxy, going over to the Eastern Orthodox churches. And we're looking at this, and we know that's a discernment, a serious discernment. I know because I've counseled men especially who are discerning that. They want to know what's right, and they've come to me, so I talk to them. I know about what's going on. And one of the things I'm advocating here is the Eastern Catholic option, partly because we're really not known. Many people go Orthodox because they've never even heard of the Eastern Catholic. You can still be Eastern, have their patristics and the fasting and the fathers and the iconography and all that, and still be in union with the Pope of Rome, like it was in the first 1,000 years. They don't know about that. So they're being deprived of a piece of their discernment. So I'm trying to supply that piece for a charity for those discerning, because discerning is a difficult thing, because it's a choice between good things. That's what makes it difficult, a choice between good things. So you need all the information you can get to make a complete, thorough, and honest, clear and pure decision. And that's what I'm about. So I'm inserting into that process the piece that oftentimes is missing, the Eastern Catholic churches. And the Eastern Catholic churches are kind of like a victim church. We can really cry victimhood. Most of the most serious crises going on in the world today, the wars and so like that, are in places where there's Eastern Catholic churches, and they are suffering from those wars. They are at the epicenter of some of the most horrific situations in the world today, from starvation to famine to wars. The Eastern Catholic churches are at the epicenter. They suffer a lot. We're also the victims, though, of, the Roman Catholic Church, the Latin Rite Church, doesn't really know who we are for the most part. They wonder about our very existence. Are you Catholic? They'll say. Well, look right here. You know who this is, right? Pope John Paul II, painted as an icon on the walls of our church. Now that should tell you, when you walk in here and look around, you have to ask, well, these people must really be Catholic, because we don't even have an icon of John Paul II in our Latin Rite Church. But they do, so they must be very Catholic. Oh, yes. And we have shed blood. Our church has shed blood to preserve our unity with the Pope of Rome. I mean, obviously it's enough to shed blood for the gospel itself, which we did, but also to remain in union with the Pope of Rome. You can't get more Catholic than that. Yet we're Eastern. On the other side, many Orthodox churches think that we Eastern Catholics should not even exist at all. They say to us, be Orthodox or Catholic, Latin Rite, Roman Catholic. But don't be Eastern Catholic. But we are Eastern Catholic. We've been around for centuries. And we model, however imperfect. And please tell me when you find the perfect church. But when you find it, just wait a while, because eventually you'll find an imperfection there, and you'll book and you'll look somewhere else. I mean, I'm being honest here. That's what's going on in a lot of people. We want the perfect church. We want priest, God, church on our terms, according to how we think it should be. And we found it, so now we're into it. And then let one little thing seem out of place for us, not according to our idea, and so oftentimes we're out of there, looking again. So the Eastern Catholic churches exist. Yes, nothing perfect. We exist in union with Rome, as it was in the beginning, and always should be, world without end, amen. That is Christ's desire, that all may be one. And it was that way at the beginning. And yes, there were always some problems. Again, show me something perfect on this side of eternity. It doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater. If it's not perfect, you walk You walk, it's not good, it's not right. We found this over here, and that's wrong. We want perfection. We demand perfection. It doesn't exist in this world, on this side of eternity. Great goodness does. And certainly the presence of God exists here. But nowhere will we find in any church, any place, any family, any marriage, any person, any institution, absolute perfection, especially on our terms, our terms. And this is what we seek so much today. So the Eastern Catholic churches I recommend as an option to explore. If you go Orthodox, that's between you and God. I'm not condemning that. If you remain Latin Rite, or if you go from Orthodoxy to Latin Rite, that happens too. Oh yeah. Orthodox will convert to Catholicism too. That's between you and God. I am here simply to put forth a piece for your better, more thorough discernment. The Eastern Catholic churches.